What's happening, guys? Let's go get some Vietnamese food. Even though we're in Germany, I am craving some Vietnamese food because there is not a lot in Japan. So let's go. So we have a little bit of an order. I was craving Vietnamese food today, so that's exactly what I got. It's so hard to come by good Vietnamese food in Japan, so first thing that I got was Vietnamese food. And I'm so excited. This looks promising. Okay, first dip. This is exactly what I wanted. Oh. Last bite. We'll set that to the side. And this is what the restaurant is also known for, or one of the popular dishes, I should say. It's supposed to be crispy, and it really does look like it's gonna hold up even though I walked a little bit, but see if I can open this. Okay, 1 second. Ooh. I really appreciate that they super seal this thing because curry can be tricky. Okay, I'm excited. We got the curry on this side. Okay. Yes. Should I try the chicken on, not chicken. Should I try the duck on its own actually? Kind of, let's bite into this. It looks crispy. That's really good. Now, dip it into the curry sauce. Are you joking? This is like a coconut curry sauce. Give me those vegetables. Dip it. So usually when you get it at the restaurant, it would be served on the curry sauce itself and then on the bed of rice. But because they're very considerate, they separated the fried duck and the rice and the curry. And that is piping hot. Ooh. There's not a lot of times that I've had legitimately tasty fried crispy duck, but this did not disappoint. It is my first day in Germany, so if you're seeing this, hello. I do plan on making some vlogs, but we'll see when I am able to actually upload. Sorry, this is kind of a messier mukbang, so if you're not used to that, I'm kind of a messy eater, especially when I'm hungry. So, and yes, I would have used chopsticks for a lot of this, but I forgot to grab chopsticks at the restaurant. I'm getting like a runny nose in here, not because the food is spicy. It's really not at all. Actually, this is the first time that I've had a curry where it's not really spicy at all. But because there's no AC in here, kind of building up some humidity. Ooh. That's gonna be a nice crispy bite. In the place, I'll put it in the description, but if I didn't feel like being inside today and just eating at my own pace without feeling bad for anyone waiting on me, I definitely would have eaten there. But I kind of felt like being unsocial, so. Anyways, I think I'm going to transition to the next dish, soupy side of the Vietnamese cuisine, because in addition to the dry dishes, they also have good soup dishes, as you probably know. I also don't want to talk that loud here because you can hear everything in the hallways. People going up the stairs. It's also a very old building, so even if someone were to just put their head up against the wall, they could definitely hear into the next room over. Okay, so I think that does it for the duck. And let's move on to the next food. This gets a 9 out of 10. Crispy duck, delicious. The curry, that one gets an 8 out of 10. Delicious vegetables, tender, not super soggy. And extra bounty points for having it be super sealed and not super spicy. Oh geez. Give me a second, I'm gonna have to unpackage this one. Oh no, it's ruining the pretty print of the bowl itself, but that's okay. Up next is the Bún Bò Huế. And I have not had this in a long time, so I am extra excited. I think I might just add all. Nobody else is gonna eat this, so we're just gonna go in. I don't think I want to add in all of it just because I might not eat all the noodles at one time, but we can definitely add in a lot of the vegetables just because I love vegetables in soup dishes because they really soak up the soup. All the cilantro and mint. Ooh, this is a lot. Do a little bit of this. I hope you can see this, but we're swimming in it. Ooh. Got it in my eye. This is exactly what I was craving. Bún Bò Huế. They also had pho, but I never usually see Bún Bò Huế on the menus, so I thought I'd give it a try, and I'm glad that I got this. Let's try the broth. It's definitely on the tamer side for Bún Bò Hués that I've had. Like, it's not swimming in all the juices of the meat. I can't really show it. It is still delicious. Another bite. Now, you might ask, why would I order Vietnamese food in Germany? You know, I was literally gonna order something German, but when I saw the photos for this Vietnamese restaurant, I said, never mind. I can always get German food later on, maybe for like dinner, but for lunch, I wanted something light, but still like packs a punch and fullness. And you also might say, Bún Bò Huế is not light at all. The flavors, okay? It's the flavors. The tartness from the lime and then the cut of the mint. You just don't get a better balance. Especially for, I really think that Vietnamese food is really ideal for summer. I mean, it's kind of fitting because, you know, Vietnam's temperature and climate and all that stuff, but I guess I can add in more leaves. Can you hear that? Like all the plumbing in the background? Like the fluids moving through the drains. Gosh, I am so glad they gave an entire branch because I love mint, I love basil, I love all the herbs. What do people usually eat though during the summer in Germany? If you live here in Germany, what do you usually eat? What does your diet consist of? Because the restaurants around here, there's such a variety. I saw Five Guys, this Vietnamese place, and kebab, doner kebab. Japanese, and a lot of Indian food as well. I'm really hoping that I can make it out to German supermarkets out here, or like see a, what's it called? How do you call it? Like a, I'm blanking on the word right now. What is it called? Like a farmer's market, but it's not the weekend, so. I'm gonna save the rest of this broth for later. But not before I have my last sip. If you want to know the flavor of this broth, obviously it tastes more like their pho broths, or what I would imagine their broths for pho would taste like, and then adding a little bit of the Bún Bò Huế elements into it. So overall, it hits the spot. Honestly, this is exactly what I wanted, and they give a decent amount, like a whole styrofoam container of noodles and vegetables, and then they also have but I'm not gonna eat that because that stuff, I know people eat this, like, I cannot. The taste of it, I would rather not have that on my tongue. I think I want a little bit more of the dry dish, because this crispy duck, it's gonna be much harder to get it this crispy later on. So I kind of have to enjoy it now. Why is this so good though? I went to a Chinese restaurant literally the other week, and their crispy duck was not that crispy, and I was eating it inside the restaurant. This is takeout and it's still crispy. So maybe that one restaurant just had it sitting somewhere that it shouldn't have been sitting, but it just was not good. But food is food, so you can't really complain too much about it. I'm sorry if eating with your hands grosses you out, but there's just something satisfying of being able to dip your food and eat it right then and there. Also, I don't think I've had any dish, any duck dish, where the slices were consistent enough that most of it, or if not all, I think all these pieces are legitimately just meat and there's no bones in it at all. Like usually I'd be able to catch a couple of bones in here, but I don't think so. Like we'll go with this piece right here. I don't know if you're going to be able to relate to this, but you know when you're like in a new environment and something that's completely normal to do, like walk out into the street and go pick up food from the restaurant, like the task just completely terrifies you because you're in a new environment, like, and it finally hits you, you know? Or am I the only one on that? I'm sure like that's not even a thought for majority of the people out there, but I don't know. When I stepped foot onto that crazy street, because I came here super early in the morning, so the city was literally just waking up and no cars were parked on the street, and then I go back out there and it's like a little bit past 1, street filled with cars. I was overwhelmed by that because I just wasn't expecting there to be cars in the street. Of course, it's literally a weekday. Of course, there'll be cars in the street. So, but I still got my food. That was literally my only motivation to get food from the restaurant, and I'm so happy that I took the risk. I'm at that point in this dish to where I don't want to finish it all, but I do because this is when it's going to be best. But I'm so torn. This duck is delicious. The restaurant looks super nice too. It almost looked like an underground Italian restaurant. You know those videos where you see the waves crashing against this restaurant that's like built into this sea bed of rocks, and it's basically underground or below street level, and people are just dining? That's what the inside of this restaurant looked like an underwater cave. Another one. Sorry, you can't see my curry sauce that I'm like dipping into it, but I swear I am. I can see why people do stuff early in the morning, because that's when the world is just not quite awake yet. So you kind of have the streets to yourself if you so choose. But it's just, I'm not a morning person at all, but if there's a timeline, I'll make it, but I wouldn't do it on my own free will. I'm getting on my last couple of bites here. I think I'll save a little bit of the duck for later just so I can remember the taste, but it was delicious while it lasted. A whole half hour. I also would like to make more videos that you guys want to watch or that you enjoy watching in general, because I'm going to be traveling for the next couple of weeks and I would love to make content, but it's kind of hard to scrapbook some ideas, especially when you're just out and about all day. So I'm not completely MIA. I am on TikTok. I'm not as active on my Instagram. Kind of stopped that for a while, but I'll still actively post on my TikTok. So if you want to see content from me at all, just go check TikTok. Apart from that, I try to post on YouTube when I have the time and when I have the energy to. Like, I love editing content, especially vlogs, but I'm like, who would want to watch my vlogs, you know? That's what I'm always thinking, but it's fine. I know that I enjoy making the content, so as long as one other person sees the video, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna put that down, and that's gonna be it for me. Let me know if you've made it this far in the video. Thank you, first of all, for actually making it this far. But apart from that, let me know what you guys want to see next. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far into the video. Like, wow, this is probably gonna be a long video. But thank you for watching again. Let me know what you want to see down in the comments below. And comment your favorite places to eat in the world. It could be anywhere. Bye, guys. And just in case, I am putting this stuff in the fridge because I did not finish all that food.